Hi everybody, I wanted to make an important video, or maybe multiple videos for you guys, just so that there's some understanding in this world about benzodiazepines. If you don't know, or if you have gone through this, maybe I can share some insight either way and share my experiences with you guys as far as where I have come from and where I am today. Now, I am going to try to do my best not to jump around too much about what I'm describing, because I know it can be confusing, but I really want to open up anybody's eyes to what is going on in the world with benzodiazepines and how painful they can be to try to taper off of. Because I think that in my case, when I went to the doctor to get a prescription for this the first time, I didn't know what it was. And then, so I just trusted my doctor. I thought, well, okay, I'll try it. And I never did any research on it because I was so desperate at that point for something to help me. And I was feeling just at the end of my rope with things. Like there were so many tests that were being done on me. I needed to get out of this pain, and I just trusted the doctors. So I went ahead and I filled that prescription for Lorazepam, and a better known name for that is Ativan. So after I filled that prescription, they told me to take it on an as-needed basis. So when I had some kind of pain or some kind of panic from the pain, that I should take it, and within 20 minutes to half an hour it should be working. So I decided that's what I was going to do. The first time I took it, I had pulled over on the side of the road. I was in an extreme amount of pain, and I was scared, and I didn't know what the medication would do to me. And that became the beginning of a long process of going through a nightmare. But coming out of it even stronger today than where I was. So I took the medication. It made me feel better, instantly better. It gave me this calming feeling. It was kind of a warm feeling. I felt like this was my answer. Like this pill was the magic pill, and that I was going to do anything possible to stay on this pill because it was controlling everything that was hurting me at that time. All the physical pain, all the sleep problems, everything got instantly better. That's until I hit a tolerance which I didn't know I would hit. I started taking just that one pill every once in a while, but it became more of a thing that was turning into a daily basis. I felt like I was having more and more problems, like I was getting more and more anxious. I didn't know that it was my body that was becoming becoming dependent on the medication. I thought I was just getting worse as time went on. So I went into my doctor and said, this is working when these attacks happen, or these things happen to me, that cause me this pain and discomfort, but I don't know why. Maybe I need it more on a daily basis. And I asked her that straight out. I said, is this something I can take on a daily basis? Multiple times a day, if I needed to. And she said yes. So that's what happened. I started taking more of the medication. I started taking it on a daily basis. So it went up to 2 pills a day, which is 2 milligrams of Lorazepam a day. That is in the equivalent of 20 milligrams of Valium. I thought I was taking a very, very low dose of something. I mean, these pills are tiny. So I didn't know anything other than like, oh, okay, this is something that I can keep maybe increasing if I needed to, because it's just not enough of the medication, is what my doctor told me. Because after taking 2 pills, I was still, I was better for a while, but then I started to get that tolerance again, you know, the symptoms that are telling your body you need more of that medication. So then I went ahead and started taking 3 a day. Well, the same thing happened. I started feeling better. After a while, I started not feeling good again. I was having so many symptoms. I didn't know what to do. And then I said to myself, well, this isn't working. It's not working anymore. And I was so scared. I remember feeling like I'd go into work and just being terrified. I'm sorry. This is just a painful thing to talk about because there's so much of my life that was going on at that time. And my daughter was an infant. I was getting a divorce. I was trying to work at a job, you know. And I didn't know this medicine was making me sick, ultimately making me sick. I mean, don't you think that a medication is supposed to make you feel better? That's what they have them there for, not to cause more symptoms. I just didn't understand. And you know what? To this day, I don't understand. And I'm going to continue to fight the rest of my life to try to get some changes made, to try to inform people of this. Because you know what? These drug companies know these things happen. They've known for a long time. This has been going on. These people who are getting hooked on these pills, their bodies becoming physically dependent on these pills. They're taking their medication as prescribed. And you know what? I didn't realize I would have to spend over a year and a half trying to taper off of a medication. I wanted off of those pills. I wanted off as soon as I found out that those were causing me this problem. And I couldn't do it. When I found out I had to slowly taper off of them, I was so angry about it. Because it wasn't my doctor that was telling me to slowly taper. My doctor wanted to remove me after 2 months. 2 months. This medication takes almost a year, if not more than a year, to taper off. And then it also takes an additional 12 to 18 months of healing time after that. And I think if there's more awareness of this among doctors and also among patients, they would not be taking this medication knowing that if they take it and after a few weeks your body becomes physically dependent and they have to spend 10 months or more tapering off of this medicine. I think people would think twice. I really do. I really believe that in my heart. I know I would have. I definitely would have said no to that, to my doctor. Because who wants that, you know? But the drug companies are making it hard. They reel people in saying, here is a drug that can help you. And not just for anxiety. These are psychiatric drugs, but they're being used for, like in my case, to treat nerve pain. And this is a medication that cannot be used long term. It cannot be used as a drug to alleviate something over a long period of time. Not even a short period of time. I mean, I'm just very angry with this whole system. It's just messed up.